Before we begin this video review of Team Sonic Racing, let me address a few things. First of all, we will be reviewing the Nintendo Switch version of the game. I'd also like to give a special thanks to Sega for providing me with a review code. This is by no means a sponsorship or partnership of any kind, therefore all the words and thoughts given in this video are mine and mine alone. With that out of the way, let's begin. The story of Team Sonic Racing is nothing to write home about. Plot is just about what you'd expect for this type of game. Sonic and his friends are all brought together by a mysterious new character who has provided and outfitted the group with vehicles. That's the baseline of the story anyway. I personally enjoyed the ride of the story, but the climax felt like it was a complete letdown. What I enjoyed most were the corny interactions and trash talking that took place between races. Speaking of races, Team Adventure Mode offers a multitude of different ways to play. One stage you'll be doing a normal race, and the next you could be doing a drift challenge. Something to note with the campaign as well is that the game itself tries to make you skip the cutscenes. If you want to view a cutscene before the stage, you have to press the Y button in order to activate it. If you press the A button to advance during that stage, the game will assume you want to skip all the cutscenes and advance to the next area without seeing the interesting excerpt. This is something I didn't notice till I was a good ways in the game. It was kinda strange. Almost like Sega didn't want you to see the campaign. I'm not entirely sure why they'd make it like that. I even looked in the options menu, but there was no button to revert it. So throughout the entire campaign, I was perpetually pressing the A button instead of the Y button in order to advance, and I missed out on a lot of cutscenes unfortunately because of it. Hopefully Sega addresses this in the future with a patch that swaps the buttons. Honestly, I feel like Y would be a better skip all button, and A, which is the common advance button, should be left to view the cutscenes. The gameplay isn't much different from previous entries in the Sonic Racing series. Time trials are present, Grand Prix are mainstay, drifts feel just as satisfying when you land them frame perfectly, items are never in your favor, and it only takes one perfect set of circumstances to ruin a run. The changes they've added, however, are very welcome. This time around, it's just Sonic characters and stages opposed to having characters from Sega's long history in the mix. The gameplay is, as the title suggests, very team-focused. It relies heavily on your allies passing you items, you passing them items, and slingshotting off each other through slipstreams. Customization plays a massive role this time, however. Sega has taken a page out of Nintendo's book when it comes to your overall vehicle stats, changing depending on whether you have a certain type of wheel, engine, or body part. Stages consist of about 7 zones and 3 tracks of each. Among those 21 courses are some returning stages. The returning tracks had new arrangements done by Jun Tsunue, Hyper Potions, and T. Lopez, so I personally did not mind revisiting these tracks with new Imagine tunes. Characters are also split into types much like the Sonic Heroes and Riders games. You have Speed, Technique, and Power. Speed is of course the fastest with little more. Technique is a class that lets you drive over water, grass, dirt, any terrain imaginable without losing speed. And Power lets the player smash through certain walls to reveal shortcuts or punch obstacles on the track. Each class has a drawback, so no one character felt better than the other. I want to touch on the online side of things briefly. If you'd played one kart racer online, you'd played them all when it comes to how stages are chosen or how you choose your modes. Overall, connections were solid, inputs weren't delayed, characters weren't glitching all over the screen. That doesn't mean, however, there weren't any glitches at all. Some of the stuff happened while I was streaming the game, and others happened while I was just playing with my siblings. Take a look.
You'll get yours, Metal Sonic!
This was just what I needed. Thanks!
You'll get yours, Metal Sonic! We have ultimate power!
It's no use!
Where the day flows, only time and who.
Oh, right, really? Really? Drive! What? I was robbed! Bruh. I was actually robbed!
Wait a minute! stand it.
The Switch version is, of course, the most low-res version of the game, but that's still saying a lot, as it's pretty hard to notice the difference across the versions. The main feature you'll notice is the Switch version runs at a steady 30 FPS, while other versions cap out at a smooth 60. At first, I thought it would be hard to get used to, but I never personally felt the difference, even while playing in handheld mode, multiplayer, or online. Team Sonic Racing still does achieve beautiful scenery, sparkly water, and detail where it counts. I apologize if I fangirl a bit here, but this soundtrack sounds as if it were crafted from the video game gods. T. Lopez, Hyper Potions, and Jun Tsunoe are a threesome I never want to see apart again. There wasn't a single track in this game's Maximum Overdrive soundtrack that didn't get my body to move a little bit. Everything was just as perfect as the samples leading up to the game's releases would suggest. I'm sure some people got tired of hearing Green Light Ride as the options menu theme, loading theme, customization theme. You get the idea. I personally never did. There was just enough and not too little either. Each character's specific theme was where the fan service really began. Songs like Dreams of an Absolution, All Hail Shadow, Reach for the Stars. With each and every arrangement, you can feel the love and dedication that went into creating this phenomenal OST. Overall, Team Sonic Racing was a team ultimate blast of a good time. The story was short and sweet, clocking in about 7 to 8 hours till the credits rolled. I give Team Sonic Racing a 9 out of 10. Flawless soundtrack, engaging gameplay, a passable plot, and a really fun co-op experience. Had we gotten a bit more characters, a better climax to the story, or the removal of World 6 Stage 3, thank me later, this game would be a perfect 10 out of 10 for me. That just about wraps things up today. Again, I want to thank Sega for the code they gave me so I could make this video for you guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell icon if you want to hear more from me in the future. Leave a like if you liked the video and comment down below if you guys got the game. And if you did get the Nintendo Switch version of the game, let me know, and maybe we can play on some streams. This has been Westtown HD, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces!